Yo, everybody, this is Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week. More like bring the toys. Toys from Low. I got the owner from Toys from Low on right now. Josh, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm all right. How you?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm having a great day. It was an easy Sunday. I just chilled back and played around and just did whatever I did. How about you? Did you do anything interesting?
Drove all the way to Canandaigua for some toys today, man. Hour and a half there, hour and a half back.
Ooh, but hey, it's worth it sometimes, right?
Yeah. Picked up a whole bunch of Masters of the Universe Funkos, and shout out to my man Josh Weaver.
Yeah. That's what's up. That being said, which of those? I saw them all. Which of those was the gold pie? Which one was all of it?
I really didn't go after it for any money value. I just I collected He-Man figures when I was little. Unfortunately, they either got stolen, lost, or whatever over years. I actually got a bin in last year into the store, and I just got around to going into it. So I brought a couple home, the original action figures, and my OCD just went from there, man. Now I'm trying to get every set of everything, and it's ridiculous.
Dude, you know what killed us about those?
All my collectors out there know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, you know what kills about the He-Mans was the rubber band inside, because a lot of my He-Mans broke because they got dry rotted.
Yeah. And if anybody knows Curtis his last name is real hard. Actually, it's like Kurt Kaz, but it's Kazbaraz or Kazbarick.
Okay.
But he's part of Gameheads, man. If anybody needs any figurines repaired, he definitely does that. And you wouldn't even be able to tell. So.
Oh, well, there you go. I guess I have to go into my attic and my cellar and try to find those. I had Skunkor.
Yeah. I'm trying to plug everybody, man. Shout out Gameheads United.
Yeah.
Shout out my man BJ Smith and Prize.
Yeah, that's what's up. Gameheads United, man. That whole thing is really starting to explode, dude. Like, it's going out, dude. I'm having so much fun in that Discord. I'm having so much fun on that page. Both the retros, the way BJ and them all present the right now they're doing the black protagonist of the games and stuff like that. They're going through and doing all that. Just black characters and things like that through that term, Black History Month. That's awesome. And then they're all
on the page is brand. I just like overall, like they don't let nobody disrespect races, colors, creeds, sex orientation. Ain't no political shit on. I like that. You know what I mean? Strictly, we're gonna talk about games. We're gonna do game related toy stuff or whatever. But we ain't finna get on here and talk about no dumb shit. And I like that.
Yeah, and computers. We're getting people together for the Warzone thing. I had to go put my number in, and I'm actually the number 0 because there's no other Heat Override in this world. Love that shit.
We got to give a shout out to Jordan Waldeck too, man, over there at JW Custom.
Yeah. I didn't know what the JW, but JW Custom, he helped me out, but unfortunately he can't help me out. This computer is at pretty much what it is, so it's just a great streaming computer. But gaming, I'm gonna have to up it if I want some of that Diablo 4 on some next gen or a better PC, because I'm not trying to get it for my PS4 and then wait.
Yeah.
But I was excited.
Get the PS5, you'll be good.
Yes. I mean, you've been sitting there with me with those lines a little bit, trying to get through it. It's hard, and I had the chance at an Xbox, and I turned it down because I was trying to just be like, well, I have about this much of my PlayStation, account or the PlayStation Live left. So if I get this and I increase it with the family thing, so my mini override could, Molly, could get more too. Let's do it, and then because she's gonna get the 4. But it's kind of one of those things that just might not happen the way it is. And I don't mind waiting. All the games that are coming out right now are just amazing. So why not play them?
I just won my second fucking PS5, bro, to be here in the morning.
Ooh.
Dude, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I was on the shitter and I screamed.
It went from It went from just doink doink to.
Oh yeah, I was ready to get up and do laps around the house.
Yes. Toilet paper hanging out on your foot. Don't matter. You won a PlayStation 5 the second time.
Yeah.
See, I get a little scared about those.
Third one in total. Second one I won, third one in total. So I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna play it, and then I'm playing on another one right now. I'm gonna try to win that one for my brother. So
yeah, that's all. That is what's up, dude. Like, you know, I looked at them and I seen them, and I just didn't want to do it. Sometimes I'm lucky too. Like, I'll win some stuff. I just looked at it and I was like, no, it's worth it. And apparently, it's worth it if you're you.
Yo, my son though, my son loves it, man. He actually gave up the red Spider-Man Pro for the PS5. Yeah, he boxed up his Pro and everything. It's sitting over in my living room on the shelf. So like, and I asked him if he likes it overall. He said, yeah, he likes it way better. And he doesn't get off of it, man.
That's, you know, I gotta say, that's what gaming's about. Like, you know, like right now, Molly's stuck in Fortnite world. But like me, it's more than just Fortnite. It's always been more than Fortnite. And, you know, seeing those stories, it brings me back to like your story about the starting lineup figures, man. Like, I didn't know many people that took those out of the plastic in the first place. So it's great you did it. But dude, man, which ones did you have anyway?
Which what? What's that last question?
Yeah. Which ones did you have?
Oh, I had the whole first series of Michael Jordan. So it was him in his warm-up suit, him in the red NBA gear, him in the white NBA gear, him in the black and red striped NBA gear. I had Shaq, Spud Webbs. I had Warren Moons. I had every single Raiders one that ever came. Basically, if you take a starting lineup figure and turn it around from 1984 to 1996, any of them that were on the back of them, I had them.
Oh. You know, I remember a lot of my friends like that would collect those. And then those same friends ended up going into like Todd McFarlane things and doing that. And for some reason, I'm so selective in Hellblazer. And, you know, I know you saw the picture I have the John Constantine, that ceramic I have. There's only 1,500 in this world made. And I got that. I said, and this is back in the day. Like, you think you would open a magazine and in the back it was like, buy this thing. $300 in 1990 or something like that from a kid with a paper route. And I sent that check in an envelope to something I didn't even know. And it came. Like, who does that anymore? But that's what we had to do back then to get anything.
You figure $300 back then is like $3,000, $4,000 equivalent today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's not small. It's that big. It's huge and it's heavy. Like, if you knock somebody in the head with it, they probably might die.
Yeah. I was literally just talking to my mom because I regret selling my sports cards collection. I sold it for $100, man, when I opened up on Locust Street, my first location.
Okay.
And I had Michael Jordan rookies. I had Scottie Pippen rookies, David Robinson rookies, Reggie Miller rookies. I had Bo Jackson rookies. Mm-hmm. But I had a bill to pay, and I did what I had to do. I regret it, but I don't, because where I'm at today is obviously, you know, better than where I would have been had I not paid that motherfucking bill.
I tell you this, dude, baseball cards suck too. Like, I have a bunch of great football and baseball cards.
But you need 1945 and before. Anything before 45 is the best. Anything after that, you're really not looking at it.
I got some good ones. But the thing is when you go to find them, you have to find them. Like, even though I have a special box, I still have to go through things in that special box. Like, and it's like hours. Like, it's like, ugh. Like, who's got time for that anymore? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Man.
This is, my shit looks like this all the way around.
I know. I saw that picture earlier, dude. That was crazy.
That's only one side, though. Here, I'll walk you around real quick.
So everybody watching, man, this dude's got.
Let me see if I can turn the camera around. Yep, it's going to let me. All right, so hold on.
Yeah, Zoom's pretty legit. I got to give him that. And they give it up high quality. See that, people? Dude, that second shelf, man, I did that with my Legos one time. I had them all hanging like in action. Like I had a flying flyer. The Jetsons. Look at that. Barney. Got Fred. Dude, those plastic containers, dude. Oh, those were great too. For the Nintendo games.
Yeah, I love them.
Ooh, is that a sealed DuckTales? That. Oh, it is. It is. Oh, that's awesome.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. I ain't done. This is only one shelf, bro.
Bucky
There
O'Hare.
we go.
Damn, Samson. I remember Bucky O'Hare. Like, now those are some games, dude. Have you ever got a chance at the World Championship cartridge ever? Platinum or gold?
When I was younger, my buddy Greg Wilson, his mom took him. This kid literally had every Nintendo game ever made when we were a kid. His mom took him there. He had the game. So as I got older and I opened up Toys from Low, I contacted him.
Okay.
And I said, do you still have that Nintendo collection from when we were kids? He said, nope. I threw it all in the garbage.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
No. You know, my mom got me. My mom got me, and you know, God rest her soul. She went on a cleaning binge one time, and she took my Atari 7800, all of the controllers, and 150 Atari games, and she put it on the porch, and one of my buddies came through, John, and that dude was like, he picked it up, and to this day, he goes, your mom gave me those games, Rob. And I'm like, no, they're mine. I paid for that shit. But I get it. That's beautiful right there. That is beautiful.
All right, so this is what I set up today.
Man, look at that. That's like the first movie Turtles thing right there I'm seeing up above. Oh, Battle Cat. I had that too, but I played with it. Look at that. He-Man. Your story about the He-Man sword was awesome, dude. That was awesome.
So, like,
that is great. Oh, look at that. You know, I think I've seen that, but I don't think I've seen that. That's really awesome. Oh. That's it. Wow. I hope everybody sees all this going on right now. This is crazy. Nice. Oh, look at that. That is crazy.
You got so many zits, it looks like you exfoliated with pizza crust.
That is crazy. Look at all that.
No. Right. I feel bad.
Okay, Alicia, what's coming up?
Line it up. For the Nintendo being your favorite system, you do own a lot of N64s, brother.
Easy edges. That's 50% more cheese baked all the way.
That is it. That is it.
Try the new Detroit style today.
Look at that.
No one does the hunt.
Oh. I like the way you got that little display stuff with the controllers. Just play it out. You know, I don't know if you ever went to back in the day, Sears used to have this display, and it would have like 20 Nintendo games in it. And you could just sit there all day and play those games. And
I see them on pages for sale all the time. They're going for about $3,800.
Wow! And they probably threw that crap out.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to go to the mall. I would pay to go to the mall because the first time I went there and I seen Dragon Warrior, and I was like, I'm gonna play some Dragon Warrior. So I started playing it, and I had a quest. So I kept like going to the mall like every other week, and then someone deleted my quest, and I was like, "Motherfucker, man!" I was so mad. It was crazy. Is that an old dial-up rotary phone I saw? Man, that is Thundercats, dude. Lion-O. We had a Lion-O. I think that was about it. My parents were kind of weird when they would buy us with things.
There's one of the top 3 holy grails for any Thundercat collector.
Is it? And that would be the bad guy, right?
Nah, he's a good guy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I watched them, but I just didn't watch everything from them. So I'll look to Mario level. Whoo! That blue shell has hurt many people's dreams, literally. My brother and my other buddy, we would play a lot of Mario 64, of course. And I've gotten that thing up my butt a lot. Look at that, man. Just feels good to just have that.
Oh yeah, this is my childhood. I'm showing you guys. Rarely does anybody get to see this in depth of anything that I have. This is the newest addition to my collection right there, though.
Dude, that can, man. That can's gotta be from 80s.
$180, dude. I was like, what?
Wow.
I jumped on it. Dude, that's a great price. I had to jump on it.
It is. Anything like that. That's you only get one chance to buy it. And I'll tell it, like everybody watching this one time I didn't swallow my pride. I had a chance to buy the Ninja Gaiden trilogy, and it was $10, and I was getting paid the next day. And my buddy John, another John, was at the store with me, and he goes, "Dude, I will give you the $10 right now." And I just didn't want to owe somebody money. I got paid the next day. I went back, and Ninja Gaiden trilogy was gone. One of the worst decisions I've ever made in my damn life. Why, dude? Like, That's cool. Oh, people hate that.
You gotta get one of these, bro. Yo, you gotta get one of these. Check it out.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Dude, that toy is awesome.
Oh, it is. It's like, oh, look at that. I was contemplating what shirt I was gonna wear. I had a Mario shirt, I had a Nintendo controller shirt, and I was gonna wear a Transformers shirt. I wore the Mario shirt because of Mario. That's what I did.
I like the shirt. Shirt's cool as hell.
Thank you, man. I don't like the brownish gray color, but I like how big Mario is on it. It's nice. It's what it's all about.
I got some Jordans that'll match that shirt real nice.
Yo, check that out. I ran across that one day, and then
hold on, put that up to the camera. Oh yeah, that's badass. That's purple.
Yeah. And then of course,
man.
I got the. Here, let me stand up here.
I see that.
Yep.
That's nice.
I just it's just something that of course with a lot of people with tattoos, what they put in Transformers, it kind of I kind of want to rub it, but you can't do that. Maybe a glow in the dark, have a guy go in with a glow in the dark over it. That'd be badass. It's nice. So so we got all that. Let me see. So I saw you were talking about, the arcade and everything.
You got
How's
a list?
that coming? What's that?
Is that a list? Is that a list of questions to ask me?
Well, there is a list, but it's so much.
I gotta fuck with you.
Yeah,
I got the Lopez list.
Yeah, dude. But you know what? I don't even use it. Like when I was on my other one the other day, they were like, "Did you have a list?" They actually asked that. I was like, "I did," and we covered everything without even having to talk about it. Or me bring it up. It literally did it. you've covered like all this, but you got the arcade coming. How's that coming along?
The arcade's coming along good. This location is the issue right now.
Okay.
I actually am going to talk to my current landlord tomorrow about a good location. So hopefully, if me and her agree on this location tomorrow, I will 100% make a post about it. I'll announce the location of it tomorrow and the open day and everything. So that should be great tomorrow. I just don't want to, you know what I mean, get excited and she says no. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, is this the same landlord from like the beginning when you were telling the story with the GHU podcast? Same landlord? Or
not the same landlord as I had on Locust Street.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
This is the landlord that I have currently at 32 Main Street. They own a lot of Lockport. So, I'm trying to get, and it's basically one block behind my current location. So, it's the same traffic, same foot traffic. It's actually on a corner at a 4-way stoplight. There's a bank across the street, and it's connected to a restaurant.
Oh, dude, you can eat and get changed all day.
Yeah.
Get
fat.
That's what's up, man. See, that's what I love about you and like what people overlook sometimes when you were talking your story with the GHU crew, and you were talking about how like, nobody, really gives you a shot unless you go earn it and stuff like that. And that's the same kind of like same story I come from. I mean, we both have different backgrounds, but we have the collection in the video games that seem to have always kept us, where we're at. And when we come around, it's, like I have an announcement that's going to come up, and eventually I can't say it too much. I'll say it off the air to you and stuff like that. But I wrote for 10 years for free, and I got a little gleam of light. I got talked to the other day about something coming up. So it's not the world, but the thing is, it could be the world because it'll be access to the world in a more broader spectrum than I've been. And that's just because of my writing skills from sports. So that's,
Well, you just got to stay positive, man. That's it.
Yeah. You can't stop when people tell you to stop, because who are they? Like, you don't walk in my shoes. You don't pay my bills. You don't.
On my way past them. My way past them.
That's right, dude. And that's what you've been about all your life is, like, even from your beginnings, you were smart. You're like, wait a minute, I can do this and get that. Well, I'm going to do that. And then, you got everything came full circle to where you're at now. It makes you better as a man as well, because you know what that bottom feels like, but you also know what the top feels like.
The same thanks that I give to the people that support me, I give that same thanks to the people that doubted me. You know what I mean? They get the same thanks. Now, they don't get the same respect, but they get the same thank you, because without either of them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. But the respect thing, that's changing. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like, it wasn't until like I went through different like aspects of my life, doing a different write-up for like Daily Fantasy. And then I tried audio, then I tried video, and then I tried audio. But it seemed like people went through phases where they just wanted content to read and go. And then this, this playoff season, I started doing them audios or those videos, really just and spitting them out real quick. And for some reason, it hit people home from the Rona. I don't know, but it hit. And that's kind of where, that kind of like does that. But if I would have quit that years ago, if I would have stopped doing it years ago, I wouldn't be where I'm at now, because all the time that I put in, all the time that you put in shows in the end, your final product, this is what you got, this is what you have to offer.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, going back off that, where did the shoe passion come from? Like, are you a Bulls fan? Or tell me about that.
All right, so the sneaker passion I'm at 717.
Oh,
fucking crazy.
Are you gonna stop at 777? You can't stop, right?
Nah, I'm trying to hit 1,000 before the end of 2021.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's one of the small, little OCD collector goals I got. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
so
Are they going to make that
the
many pair of
obsession.
Jordans?
Oh yeah, they have well over probably 15,000
Okay.
different. You figure he's got every number of Jordan. Then after that, then he's got the Jumpmans, the Jumpman Pros. He's got the Jordan Air Maxes. He's got the Nike. You know what I mean? There's probably over 15,000 different makes. You know what I mean? I've never did my research on that exact thing, but I'm gonna when we stop this live, I'm gonna see exactly how many Jordans are ever made.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy quite a few, apparently.
Well, what I do is I buy anything that is from my childhood because he releases the retros. So I'll buy all those. And anything that I like, or you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'll buy a shirt, then I'm like, oh, gotta get a pair of J's for these. So but the obsession started basically like this.
Yeah.
Like I said on BJ and Praza's podcast, I grew up, without nothing, basically. My mom did her best. I love my mom to death. I got mad respect for her.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter was we were dead broke. We was poor. I remember in the 6th grade, I went to school with the original Reebok Classics with a hole in the toe. First day of 6th grade. So them were my sneakers from the 5th grade. Now, as we all know, from the 5th to 6th, boys grow a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's the little maturity age right there, right? The little 5th to 6th grade. You go from 11 to 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I had a hole in my Reebok, man. And so that memory always stuck in my head. So now that I'm in a financial position where God has blessed me, I can have anything that I want. I choose to buy Jordans. I choose to buy sneakers that I could never have when I was little, and I'd walk past Foot Locker, and we had to go, to the Goodwill, or we had to go to. I think back then it was called. It was in the Lockport Mall. I want to say like some type of famous footwear. You know what I mean?
Was it B&K? I don't know. It was a Woolworth.
I forget. It was in the Lockport Mall, right across from the Foot Locker. So, you know what I mean? That's basically what it told you what it was. You know what I mean? But my mom did her best, and so any pair of Jordans or sneakers that I coveted when I was younger, I have today.
That's awesome, dude. I got somewhat of a similar story. So my brother was massive. So the only shoes that would really work with him were Nikes. So he would get that, right? But then my brother, because he got so big and he was kind of in like special classes, they gave him like, he was like 10 years old, and this kid got $19,000, no lie, back in like 1988 or 1989. And I'm like sitting there as a brother, like, my grades are great. He's in this, and I'm just like, I got nothing.
How old was he?
He was about 10 when he got 19,000.
So me and him were the same age then.
Yeah, well,
he's born in 79?
Yeah. September 15th, 1979.
So I'm March 79.
I'm May 78. I know we're close. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're older than me, you fucker.
Just a little, but we experienced the same life because Atari and that shit didn't come out hardcore until 80, 81. So that's what I said. Like, you had to have those years, So he got that money, and this dude goes and buys a waterbed and a bunch of Jordan, like he had the Nikes and stuff. And my parents didn't have nothing for me. So they went to Kmart and they got athletics with an X in the back. And they were plastic, kind of. So I would go to school. They would make cool colors, right? Kind of like Jordans, but nowhere near. So shitty. And I would go there, and I remember my friends ripping on me that one day. They're like, yo, what do you got there, athletics? They ain't even leather, and they were touching them. And they're like, yo, that's pleather. I was like, no, dude.
Pleather? Yeah,
pleather, dude. They literally called it pleather. And They were like, your brother got better shoes than you. Fuck y'all, man. Like, but they were right. And he was packing, dude. He was packing. He had some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, so that
them
relates
memories
to
that we remember.
Yeah. And that's who make us. I never owned another pair of athletics after that.
I remember BKs, the British Knights.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He had those. Yep.
Yeah.
He had, I
remember those. I can't find the pair that I wanted. That's one of I wouldn't say grails of sneakers because, they're not hoorah about them, but it's a pair that I wanted when we were younger and I can't find them now. So, I know the Fila's are back in now, but back then when we were younger, Fila was the shit. If you didn't have Fila, you knew, you know what I'm saying? The other kids knew what time it was financially with your house. But everybody knew me anyways. I was a class clown when I was little. You know what I'm saying? I got along with everybody regardless of we gonna get along or you ain't gonna get along with me, but you can't be around me and nobody that's around us if you don't like me. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It wasn't on no bullshit. It was like I was so outgoing. Like if you don't like me, then that's something problem with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't got nothing to compete with you. I'm not out here to compete with you. Mm-hmm. I'm not wearing the flyest gear. Like I'm just here as a comedian, and you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
I agree with that totally, dude. That's what I relate to you. I think the best about is because growing up, I was a fucking nutball. Like I wasn't like, I run around and get crazy and stuff like that. But I'd be in school and I was always up behind the teacher's desk because they always had to keep an eye on me. Because eventually I would just start getting up and doing some weird shit and getting people laughing. So they didn't keep me away. Yeah.
In school suspension was my best friend.
Dude, I loved in-school suspension.
I hated it.
I loved it.
I hated
all
it.
Your work. It sucked. But I would do all the work.
Yeah, we couldn't sleep. And when we were done with our work, they would make us write some dumb shit like, I will not talk in class again until the end of the day. So if it's 11 o'clock, I got to write it until 3:30. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude, we had to write. It was always the set of rules. And each time you went back that year, you got 5 more times. Dude, I had it 20 times. And the rules were the stupidest rules, like you just said. There was 15 of them. And the sentences got gradually longer. And every time I went back in, and I remember doing it 20 times, I was so angry. I was like, but what I did was I always had this idea to make my own D&D game. So I brought this game. I originally called it Final Quest. I've renamed it since. And I brought it in and I wrote that whole motherfucker up right there. Did it all. And when it was done, I would look at it like, okay, guys, we're going to play us some D&D today, buddies. And they're like, what? So then they're flipping through and they're like, what? You get a centaur? How do you have a wrestler in here? I was like, you know me. Ooh, yeah. Fucking energy ball.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I think it was when I had my gallbladder out, I started rewriting it again. Literally physically rewriting it. And what's funny is I have the 4th version of the game and the 5th version of the game in one of those old school black and white composition books. That's what I used it for. So that's why I loved ISS. Because it just gave me a writing block, I guess. Nobody fucking with me. And I was able to just do my game. So yeah, dude, that's what's up. And I think that's what makes it all good. So, going off of that, dude, you talk about music from then. What was your music? Because I can hear Fitty, but what did you grow up to?
Eazy-E, Tupac, the Biggie era, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Big L, Slick Rick, that was my era, man. And then we go into Onyx, Naughty by Nature, House of Pain, Cypress Hill, the Green Eye Bandit, Can't Stand It, Eric Sermon, Wu-Tang. So it's basically These kids don't know nothing about that music, man. Everything nowadays is bang,
I hate that.
gang, Gucci gang. Like, get the fuck, shut the fuck up and tell me a story.
Remember back in the day, we used to sit around in a circle and beatbox and shit? And you would get somebody with a beat, somebody with some bass, and somebody would come in and start rapping and shit. And like people
freestyle and tell a whole story.
Yes. And they don't do that. Like you might get a sentence by the end of a rap song nowadays. When back in the day, I see my dude was Spice One. So he was telling the stories, you know, in my neighborhood, and then 187 Proof. The first Spice One song I ever heard was Dumping Them in Ditches. And I was like, wow, this is cool. Because what caught me was he stutter rapped. And I never heard anybody really stutter rap like he did in that song for the radio edit. So what am I actually like video game dudes? I talk about him all the time. His name's Dwan. Yeah, he was like my mirror. Me and him could pick up, like, we beat Battletoads together, Jackal, all those hard games, Contra 3, No Game Genie, on hard, in front of a party, called out at a party. They said, we beat that game. They said, no, you didn't. These are our friends call us out. We were like, fuck y'all. Boom, put that shit in, beat that shit, drop the fucking controller like a mic before that shit was cool. And that's how you own that shit. Yeah, like, boom. And, oh, man, dude. So he was like, I got that CD or the instrumental. I fine giving it to you. So I went and got that motherfucker, right? And I put it in. And I was like, the explicit version is way off the hook worse than the other one. It's just straight awesome, though. And that beat to this day. Spice One, Jumping Them in Ditches, dude. Both songs.
Yeah. Spice One. He did American KK's Most Wanted with Tupac.
Yes.
Tupac was on that album. 187 he wrote.
E40 was on that album. Method Man was on that album.
I got so many of his albums. Right now, I can walk in another room and bring back the original CDs and show them, bro.
Yeah, dude.
For real.
That's the stuff. Like, I still have them all because I played them out. Like, I played them all like 1,000 million times because we couldn't get over that. And only a few of my friends really got into the Spice One. But, dude, like, you put in America K's Nightmare. That first song right there, when like the first song, D-Boy's Got Love for Me. From the go, you knew that album was fire. And at that time, that was the only
strictly for my niggas, just like that. You put that on first to last. You can tell that's old school beats. It's more bass over vocal, but it's the lyrics.
Dude,
you never be a rapper like Tupac Shakur ever again in life, man. I don't care how many Grammys, Emmys, awards, albums, any of these rappers ever drop again. There will never be a lyricist like Tupac Shakur. Never.
There's like Tupac has always been great. Tupac only takes number 2 to Spice One because I kind of roll it Spice 1, Tupac, kind of like a thing.
Nah, Spice One was put on by Tupac.
Yeah, they were getting popular about the same time. Spice One used to open up for NWA, and that's kind of like, other than like that first video, that's what really got me into them. And then when I went and bought that whole CD and got America K's Nightmare, I was like totally like my friends that kept it. It was 1996 after that, and his pianos always got me too. And going back to Tupac, why I love Tupac so much is because of the edge of his raps, because they were completely different. Like Spice One would start rapping reggae and shit. Like, you know, smoke him like a blunt. He would
and they'd be like,
yeah, you're like, dude, he got the strangest shit in the world, dude. Like if you ever listen to Immortalized, the first song, like the beginning of the CD, he's like, yo, it looks like the game. We'll jump on in. She's like, just keep swimming in this motherfucker. I was like, oh, dude. And then his first song, yo, go.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the first song with Noriega, what the fuck? But if you've ever heard Player Pieces from Spice One, have you?
Probably. I don't know that one by name, but I know he did one with Too Short. He did that hit with. He had a whole bunch with E40. See, I don't like E40.
I should know that. I should know the Too Short one. I want to say it's not Dusted and Disgusted. That was another one with E40. His one with Too Short, he did with the other another guy too. Oh, dude, that's killing me, dude. But anyway, dude, that song, it's Recognized Game, dude. That fucking bass drop right at the beginning. But over. And when Spice One comes in, like I can't even get over the shit he says half the time because it makes me fucking laugh. Oh, dude, yeah. That was up. 2 Live. So you like DJ Magic Mike? You know DJ Magic Mike, right?
DJ Magic Mike in the bass go boom. DJ Magic Mike. Remember them bass CDs? If your beats couldn't handle one of them bass CDs, your shit got blown. That was it. That's what happened back then.
We used to literally take speakers and blow them. Just blow them. Sacrifice them to Magic Mike.
Yeah.
All the way
up. And they'd smoke.
That was, he flipped over and is doing electronic music now. But he goes on Twitch a few nights a week. He's got a little time off. We've met Magic, and he's like a really awesome guy. Yeah, my buddy's wife for his 30th birthday contacted Magic because we had that link with him and asked him to come to Erie and surprise my buddy Dave. And he came to Erie and walked in. And I think my boy was crying, man. My boy was crying. But I was crying too. And his cousin told me, he was like, you can't say anything, Robin. He knows I'm psycho. So I'm like, dude, you can't tell me. He was like, we got DJ Magic Mike coming to Erie for Dave's 30th. I was like, ah! I was like, oh my God. And I will tell you, he's a great man. Yeah. He's crazy, man. And he's doing all good music now. He's about to drop a new CD next month.
Well, make sure you keep me updated on that.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's on my Facebook, so you might see him post a little bit, or if you see me post his Twitch and stuff like that, that's what he does. But he's the reason why I love electronic music, because it was like classical music but way cooler. You put in a whole bass CD like you brought up, and you didn't get words. He would talk to you through the scratching, like MAGIMGIC. I was like, Magic. Yeah. He said his name out. Oh, I mean, that's that era. And
that was back then though, like when the movie Breaking came out. You know what I'm saying? That was back then. That was the best. Like, if you didn't dress like them two brothers in Breaking, you wasn't cool at all. I'm talking feather hanging from the ear and everything. Yeah. Remember they had the little earrings that clipped onto your ear?
Yeah, it's a clip on, slip on.
Breaking is one of the top movies of my childhood. I even have the records, the vinyls to Breaking 1 and 2.
Wow, that's amazing, dude. You know what? Another one too is that really got it too. I think was it New Jack? Was it New Jack where he the
New Jack City?
Yeah, New Jack City, where the dude was the DJ, wasn't it right? Where Tupac was in it. Tupac was in it, and he was the crazy friend, right? Am I wrong?
No, that's Juice.
Juice. Yeah. Dude.
New Jack City was the one with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, and Pookie. Yeah. Dude, completely off. But yes, Juice. Juice was awesome. And those DJ scenes, that was it right then. People forget about that shit. Like, the DJ.
Yo, they still do that, though. There's spots that do that still.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be a big warehouse. People will go, and 2 DJs are up there. Like, they do that here locally. They do rap offs. Like, there's some local artists here that are really good, man. It's
awesome. It's hard that too.
You got to be a certain type or be willing to be a certain type to be in the music industry.
I agree, dude. It's the whole and how it's changed now. it's so fabricated. It's trying to like whatever go what direction it is. But that's why I still listen to all those original CDs. I listen to all that because if it's great, you'll never get enough of it.
Yeah. Right now I like Pop Smoke. I like Lucas Joyner. I like I mean, Lil Wayne will always be, you know what I mean? He just released a mixtape, but you can only get it on thatpiff.com. He released I believe another Carter mixtape, the Carter 4 mixtape.
Oh, okay.
6, whatever the fuck it is, but you can only get it on that fifth. I fuck with an artist called Roy. Huh?
Did you ever hear of Locksmith?
No.
Dude, you gotta get. He's low key. He's a guy. He lost to this dude Rain Man back in the day on Yo MTV Raps when they have the rap battles and shit. And dude, I'll link you some of Locksmith shit. Locksmith.
I like Blind Fury. Blind Fury.
Okay. I see. I don't know who that is.
MTV type stuff. He can Blind Fury. Google or YouTube him after we do this. Blind Fury. He's a blind white dude, and he is the illest. Yo, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, a blind white dude, and YouTube him, Blind Fury.
Oh,
you'll be amazed.
That's crazy. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna send you the Locksmith, dude. Locksmith. What's that?
You got to check out Pop Smoke.
I'll check that out too. Definitely. We'll exchange that at the end, or when we get off of this and stuff, so we have it. But that Locksmith dude, he's been underground for so long. Like he used to be part of this group called Frontline. The first time I ever heard him, it was called What Is It? And he came in just flowing. So he can rap extremely fast. But like he tells stories, which kind of things we like. Hello, how you doing? Hi. What's your name?
This is my daughter, Liliana.
Oh yeah, we should know that because of the others. How you doing? Are you scared? No.
She just
What's your favorite singer right now?
Paw Patrol.
Oh!
Paw Patrol.
Oh, Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Okay.
What's your favorite?
Paw Patrol.
Oh, she likes Paw Patrol music too. That's her favorite singer, her favorite show, the favorite toy, favorite clothes.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what it's about. Like,
I like Sky.
Oh, she likes Sky from Paw Patrol.
Okay. My daughter's a little older, so we've been out of that. So I forget which one's Sky. That's the one that wears the pink, right?
Yeah.
See, I kind of know. Because my daughter used to be big into JoJo Siwa like a year and a half ago. Do you?
Yeah.
Bows.
She said she knows what that is. She likes that too.
we seen her in concert. We got rained on for about 30 minutes, like literally, like it was a torrential downpour, and you had to start taking shirts off because it was just all over the place, and a lot of people were kind of angry at that point. My shoes were so soaked. It took like 3 days for them to dry. I was like, so the whole concert, I'm like, squish, 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 squish. I'm like, trying to get some beers and stuff. Trying to get, my daughter drinks popcorn, and it's squish, squish, squish up a mountain, squish, squish, squish. It was bad, but she loved it. And that's up near you. We saw JoJo at the art park in Lewiston. So,
yeah, I know where that's at.
I bet you do. You around that area, bro. You around that area.
I'd say bye.
Bye.
Have a good night. Dude, how many times we went to Niagara Falls this year? I definitely I already told Chrissy, I was like, when we get up there, we're going to Rock Burger. We're going that, and we're gonna try to plan something where I was like, I'm gonna get you a hotel close enough, and I'm gonna go to Toys from Low. I'm actually have enough time to look at your inventory for.
I mean, I'm 17 minutes away from Rockburger, man.
You are. But for somebody that's
Literally.
not used to it, she's Googling and it's like, take a left. When we went out there, that's when those military jets were coming in and people were all stopped on the road. And I'm like, oh, what are they doing? Oh, that was cool. You know, I'm like, it was crazy. But outside of that, you know, I know that you have food there that we definitely got to come try. Dirty Birds, I think that's right. What else?
The Dirty Bird. BJ Smith is always advertising that, man, and it's really good.
It is. Well, I got to have the GHU wings. I got to come through. I got to grab those. And then, I mean, I was trying to figure out because we've done so much in Niagara Falls. With like the last time we
try
went up.
Montaz in Buffalo, Montaz
in Buffalo.
Yeah, it's Montes. It's Montaz Deli.
Montez Deli. All right. I'm going to have to check that out.
It's like a little Spanish joint.
Gosh. See, that's you know, it's those joints. It's that, you know, what we do. That's that local stuff. Like what I always try to approach here, because I know a lot of people that own restaurants here in the area is approach that local aspect and things and get that. And get, you know, just go to the small man like Sea Cave to buy a piranha. You're not going to Petco. You're not going to PetSmart. You're not going to these places because, of course, they're not selling them. But you support that local man that's been, you know, doing this for 30-some years in his life, and that's what it's always about. It's about supporting local.
Yeah, we got a little spot called Pets Plus, a little family owned, and then we got PetSmart. Mm-hmm. I go to Pets Plus. They're more expensive, but
it feels better.
Is what it is, man. Yeah, because them are people. I see it like this. Them are the people that, if ever anything happens, and I put a Facebook post saying, hey, man, I need $5 from everybody, or I need help. Them are the people that are going to help me. Yep. PetSmart's not going to fucking say, oh, well, look at this guy needs help in Lockport, New York. Let's help him out. That's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Let's get this guy some
little
shops.
Yeah. My little shops are the ones that are doing events for kids during the worst pandemic in the United States history. When I did those events with Joe Taylor and all them, Walmart and all them refused us. They would not give us no help at all. Walmart, Target, all of them were like, nah, we want write-offs. And I'm like, hold on, we're not even doing write-offs ourselves, and we're coming out of pocket. Like, we're not doing write-offs. We're asking you, will you pay for one lane for 4 kids? It's like $60.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
No.
You brought that up.
Yeah.
Go on. You're totally dude, when you were doing your thing there and that bowling, you know, like that's stuff I love to see. Like that's what, even in Erie, PA, I support you because there's everybody in Erie, PA has been destroyed. Like the GameStops here are bad. They hardly have any games that you could come in and just be like, I want to you can't retro. We know this. And they have like cool socks, but you could go online and get a 3-pack of Zelda socks for $15.99 that look all 3 designs. Maybe one will look better than the one pair you buy from GameStop. It's not worth it. It's not worth giving them their money. They've already turned their backs on us by offering us 20 cents. I feel like I'm cheating
on myself when I shop there.
Yeah, I know you do. But the thing is sometimes if they run those, you know, buy 7 or buy 3, get 2 free deals, you got to take advantage of that. You got to bring that product in because
I'm waiting for my local one to go out of business. Fuck that, so I could go in there and buy all the kiosks and buy all their games and everything. I'm the type, I'll go in there and be like, yo, call the manager, the regional manager, and tell them that you got a customer that wants to buy the entire store right now. They automatically know what their inventory is worth. All that regional manager has to do is look at the computer, look at total overall value of inventory, and he'll see what it's worth. If it's worth $60,000, I'll give you $35,000 right now. Cash. Lock the doors. I'll be back with the truck. I'm doing shit like that.
Dude, those same stores, like we used to live behind one we worked behind one. I can't remember the name of it. It was a low key one. It was kind of locally, but I think it was an offshoot of Hollywood Video in a way. I think that it was the offshoot. I can't remember what it was called, but they would just throw games and controllers out. So the one time me and my manager was like, yo, they threw a bag out. And we're sitting there pulling all these remote control controllers out. We're just grabbing like the few games that they have. And I'm like, dude, they throwing games out. The same game they have on the shelf for $39.99 that they bought for 25 cents. Credit. Not even cash. Credit. 25 cents. I seen a kid cry at Zappers back in the day when Zappers would be in the back of Blockbuster Video, and he brought in a Nintendo game. They brought in these games to try to like get him a new system, and the total value was like $15. Now he had like 30 games and like a Super Nintendo or a PlayStation. He was trying to turn the Super Nintendo for a PlayStation, I think it was. It was sad. The kid cried, and my buddy looked at me and was like, "I don't think I'll ever trade a game in again." And why would you? And they turn around the next day and sell it for 100% of what it's actually
GameStop
worth.
is taking all their shit and putting it on eBay right now, man.
Yeah, they don't deserve that. You deserve that. And that brings me up. If you come to Erie, I mean, I might have to go peep this place again, but that place I got that Sega Genesis 2 for you and sent that into you, that place has a ton of Atari. They have a ton of cards, but there's not enough time in a day. I guess apparently the owner's dad was a card sales place back in like the 80s in North Carolina. So she has and there's no gum in the packs. She's got all those packs. I got a bunch of them actually over there. And so they got that, but they have a ton of Atari equipment. They have enough. If you ever come up this way, or I need to go back over that store and clip some of those things that they have in the gaming thing. I don't know if that's anything to you, but I know.
Ask them, do they got any rental cases left? I'll take those. I'll take any Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Nintendo games, PlayStation 2.
They got Genesis. They got some Genesis
I'll take
games.
all that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
go through. I haven't been through there since I bought that Genesis 2 and 3 or 1 and 2 from them.
Right.
And you know, it's like I looked at it, it was $7. $7. Okay.
We'll keep that place a secret.
That's why I'm not mentioning it. And I can't even remember the name of it anyway. But they got
anybody watching, don't be messaging him asking what's the name of the secret place. It's a secret because it's a secret.
It is secret. It was secret. That's why I was like, I actually had all 3 Genesis in my possession, and I was like, the buttons didn't work. I was like, man, this is going to Toys from Low. He'll do what he needs to do get this thing going. Like I need it, and that's why. But I found whatever game I recently found in my 3DO pack over there. I was just like, dude, I don't even have a Sega CD anymore. I can't find it, and it's just over the moves and things that have happened. And like my brother like somehow I lost it. So you know what? Maybe it shows up one day. I don't think it does. But if I don't have the game, if I have the game and I can't play the game, I want somebody else to have the game. And that's why it's just like, here, I don't care. Here, like just take it. Because, you know, that's the things. But like my 3DO Super Nintendo adapter for the 3DO, oh dude, that's mine forever, dude. I love using the Super Nintendo.
You got a 3DO?
Yeah, dude. I had 2 of them. But
you got 2?
Now I don't know where the other one's been for a while. It's the original one, but I got the top loader. It was on that picture that I had, but it was turned sideways, so you can't really tell because it's kind of long. Didn't fit in.
I'm looking for a 3DO.
I bet you are.
Museum. I just got a TurboGrafx 16 for the museum.
Dude, I was like, when I seen that up there, I was like, is he trying to sell this? Like,
well, I got one for sale. I got 2 of them. I got one for sale and one for the museum.
Oh, dude. You know, I know you know about the Turbo Duo, man. Or not the Turbo Duo, Turbo Express. You know about that, right? You got one of those?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, man. They're hard
That's
to
not a
get.
game system I had when I was little, though. So personally, I only collect what I had when I was little. But for the museum, I'm trying to get literally every gaming system handheld ever made. So
Yeah.
100% of my personal collection is going into the museum. 100%.
course.
Like I'm starting over when the museum opens and all my stuff comes out of my apartment. I'm starting over at my apartment. You know what I mean?
If I find that 3DO, it got to the point where we had to have the lid off of it because we had to kickstart it. We literally had to kickstart this thing. Like we would have to spin it around and go. And then meanwhile, it has a metal like protected. So you're like, damn, am I gonna get cut? But I think I just developed a callus from it. You know? So there, and then one day it just stopped. It literally would not load a CD at all. Like the PlayStation 1 when it loses those levers,
Yep.
it just wouldn't do it. If I find it, which I don't think I'm going to, but if I find it, it's yours. It's honestly, it's yours because I'm not going to mess with it. And I don't even think I have it anymore. But if for some reason I did have it, it's yours, man. It's yours.
I'll send that out and get it fixed.
Yeah, you're going to have to. Yeah, you don't want to be sitting there. Hold on. Oh, I mean, if it's on display and nobody touches it, you'd be good. But like,
Yeah.
trying to get, I was like, come on. Mid-game, I'd be sitting there playing Lucien's Quest, which is a RPG for that. Hard to get as well. A good game. Weird. It was like a strategy role-playing game. If you're not familiar with it, you would get set up like a strategy game, like Final Fantasy Tactics. But if there was a tree in the way, you had to knock the tree first. So like if there was a lot of trees or terrain, you would just sit back and the enemies would knock the trees out, and then you would go throw. Or if you had like a magic, you could throw it there. It's a really cool game. But yeah, I would lose shit. Lucien's Quest. It's weird, man. The 3DO I got a soft porn over there. I showed you it. It's called Love Bites. I thought it was the new age Night Trap. I thought it was Night Trap Part 2. No. The 3DO actually literally has a whole line of soft porn, which I did not know existed. It's bad.
Man.
Yeah. And so we put it in, and I got punked by my friends. It was one of them Tuesday nights. Put it in. And I'm like, I finally got it, guys. Finally got it. And I put it in, and I hit play, and I was like, no, this is just an intro. It wasn't an intro. And my buddy laughed at me. He was like, oh, dude, you bought a soft porn. I was like,
Yeah, and how much did it cost you?
probably like $10, $15. This is eBay. And
What year was that?
1995, maybe I got it. And
I mean, you figure your parents or you worked 3.5 hours at that time to get that one game, though. Because you remember, minimum wage back there was like what, $4.10?
$4.25 in PA. $4.25.
So 3 hours is $12.75. You worked 3.5 hours for that fucking game doing it.
That's right. That's right, dude. But it's one of those
games.
games.
Look at things in life. That's how I do it. Like, if I'm gonna buy something, I look at, okay, if it costs $700, I gotta work so many hours of my life to afford that one item. Yep. So it's gotta be fucking worth it, man. You know what I mean? I bust my ass, to have everything I have. I mean, and my spending habits are fucking ridiculous. But I always say I would rather be addicted to what I am addicted to rather than be addicted to crack or coke. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah, dude, you're totally right. Because and a lot of people wouldn't understand us from that, even if they didn't do anything or do what they do. They wouldn't understand that we just like to sit back, chill, and we like to put in a game. Or you like what you did, which I commend you for, is you keep a lot of your games together. You keep them in your packages. Where the minute I got like all my Transformers, I was like, I was like,
I got Fortress Maximus at the store, bro. 100% complete.
Woo!
He's loose, but he's 100% complete.
That was that's the tall one. It's like 3 feet tall, right?
Yo, it's humongous, bro. The head alone is going for like 200 and something bucks.
My buddy brought that. He got that for Christmas. My buddy got that for Christmas, and he brought it to show and tell, and it was taller than the desks.
Yes, bro, it's a big machine, man, and I got it 100% complete. I couldn't believe it. I paid a pretty penny for that fucker, but hey, it's at Toys
Oh,
from Low. If anybody wants it, 32 Main Street, Lockport, New York. Shout out.
that's right, dude. That's it. Hey, if you want it, and there's people in this world that do want that stuff that are even bigger than us in what they is. Like for me, when my mom, because I have two turbos as well, she brought me that turbo. She was like, I found this Turbo Graphics or this bunch of games or whatever in an apartment I was cleaning because to work off some of her rent, she would go clean apartments out or do things for her landlord. So when she would do that, she found that box and it didn't have the RF switch connector in it. So I was sitting there trying one night to try to tape it rightly, and it just did not work. Find out I got the other Turbo Graphics off eBay around the time I got that other stuff. I saw my buddy was like, dude, you don't need a turbo booster. What you can do is you can just plug in these computer parts. I was like, I got computer parts all over the place. Let me go see. Oh, so I plugged those bad boys in. That's what's hooked up underneath my entertainment center right now is one of the main things that will not be unhooked because I actually was able to, I got it to work and I pushed the back in and it goes audio video cables instead, which increases the sound and the, of course, video play of it. So I got the turbo booster for free. And then I have my awesome Turbo Graphics that has nothing wrong with it that can just sit there and not do anything.
Hell yeah.
That's what it's about right there is the main things and getting those extra things that nobody else has. Like I started looking up that Super Nintendo converter to go to the 3DO. That's expensive. It's pretty expensive. And it has a 12-foot cord. I'm like, I have it like jimmied up because it's so long. And I'm like, you couldn't even think about that. Like I have the turbo tap. So you can play, of course, extra five controllers can be hooked up at once. I got two original. Nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong. All my controllers, I was never one of those assholes.
Yeah, me neither.
I couldn't do that, man. I mean,
I wouldn't break anything, man.
I wouldn't. So, I mean, we're talking games now, dude. Nintendo is your favorite system ever. Gunsmoke is your favorite game ever. What did Gunsmoke, right? I'm right?
Yeah.
What did that game do for you that no other game did? Not Hogan's Alley, not Bayou
I just
Billy.
thought it was fucking cool that you could be a little cowboy and ride horses, and it was just cool, man. That you know what I mean. The bosses were of all different colors. Like today, they're iffy about making games, and you know what I mean. Like back then, they didn't give a fuck about none of that sensory shit. They didn't care about that. I mean, some of the commercials were so racy, like you know what I mean. I remember one of the ones are like the bitch is like, yeah, blew into the game or something, and she's like, yeah. Or he's like, yeah, I like how you blow me or something. Like, they wouldn't be doing no shit like that today. You know what I mean?
No.
Some of the posters made back then, like they wouldn't do that today. So,
no. Go 13.
It's a little badass game, man.
I got Go 13 upstairs. And I bought that off eBay during those times for $3. And I mean, Go 13, it's Big James Bond. Well, he has his own comic book line, but it's literally, I started at that time. I started going, I didn't care about Leisure Suit Larry. I didn't care about that. I wanted the game that actually had a game and was able to be a game. And, you could play it. Like, if I want to play Go 13, I will play it. Dogs are getting crazy. But my computer games are even insane. And they don't really hold much value, but I have Diablo 2, Diablo 3, of course, original case, Alien vs. Predator. I've got Black and White, Game of the Year, I think that year. I got all that stuff. I got so much of that too. It's all sits into these drawers, and then I have like an extra dresser, and I just put it up there. But when I went up into the attic about last year, I put all my PlayStation 1 games, and dude, I got Suikoden, Vagrant Story, Tactics, Fantasy. It's crazy.
What's that, your dog?
Yeah. She was going after this cat for a minute because our cat's a little crazy. But yeah, she's half Labradoodle and half Doberman. So she's got these big paws and she's crazy. But
Yeah, I got Gizlo, the little Frenchie. She's bad as hell.
it's awesome. So yeah, like I mean, growing up, like Nintendo games for me, you know, you would find those gems. You know, I've done episodes where I talked about Final Fantasy. I have all the Dragon Warriors, of course, but not 4. I don't know why I
had that. I don't know why you didn't grab it. I had every single one. I just
I
waited
know.
and sold in like a day.
Dude, why I didn't buy that is because I did, and 4 is like the number 1 of them all, and I don't see it sometimes. I didn't see it. I didn't want to even own it. That's for some reason I'm dumb like that. I'm just like, no, thank you. But hey, I'm gonna get this Love Bites game that I'll never play, you know, and hide from my stepson through his teen years because I would put the video games in my other kids' rooms, but I had to hide that game because, well, I can't have that, you know. And you know, games like that just really stick out. I mean, what other Nintendo games, just regular Nintendo, stick out for you as well?
Mike Tyson's Punch Out, obviously. Double Dribble. I like Bucky O'Hare.
Yeah,
I like
I've seen that.
Simpsons. I like Super Mario Brothers 3. I like yeah, that's about it.
That's, you know, like I played the games like Jackal, of course, and with my buddy Juan, my other friends, I would have to actually like train them or make them play that game a lot to actually get them up to like our level. He was the one dude I could just put a game in and I didn't have to say one damn thing to that dude. He knew exactly what to do. And I mean, the games that we beat through those things, I mean, the Battletoads, the Double Dragons, Double Dragon 3. I remember one time, the first time we beat Double Dragon 3, and we did everything. Because that last boss fight, a lot of people don't know. Double Dragon 3 is hard because you only get those 4 people by the end. And you have to beat those other 2 and maintain yourselves through it. So we got to the final end. We got it right down. I had used, because I would be the ninja, and he would be Chin, the guy that would use the fist palms. And I used everything I could do to take this enemy down. And I still remember, I can still see it. And killed the boss. And I'm like, yeah! Like, those moments people miss so much. Mega Man 2. When I first bought my Nintendo with my paper boy money, because my parents were like, yo, Bobby, you're going to, like, I knew I was going to get a new system. So I was like, this is the year of Nintendo. Every one of my friends got the Nintendo, and I got the Atari 7800. And I'm like, oh, man. And my buddies are like, Super Mario and Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Here, I got, I got nothing. So when I bought that, first 3 games, Iron Sword, Wizard of Warriors 2, Mega Man 2, Ninja Gaiden 2. I destroyed Ninja Gaiden 2 within like a day. And my buddies came over after school and they were waiting outside the window because I had the room on the first floor and they watched me beat it. The days, man. Super Nintendo, Secret of Mana, Turtles in Time. Turtles in Time is an amazing game. What's some Super Nintendo games that you loved?
I like F-Zero.
Yes.
Uniracer.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Of course, Mario Kart and all the rest we don't need to mention. Super Metroid.
I like Final Fight.
Yes. Final Fight 2 was awesome. I loved Final Fight 2. Wow. Did you ever play Part 3?
I played it, yeah.
Oh, dude. When
I
that
didn't
first
really
time,
like that.
You didn't like
Streets
it?
of Rage was a good game. I mean, I know that's the off console, but that's
No,
Sega,
no.
but it was a good ass game.
Dude, Sega, I'll talk about that. Blades of Vengeance. I have this game. There's like a wizard.
Hold up. You got about 6 more minutes with me, man.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
I got to
So-
get the kids baths and everything just because we, start of a new week tomorrow.
That's good. So, all right. Well, we've talked about the classic games and everything like that. What's your future for Toys from Low? Have you thought about franchising it out?
No, I'll never franchise Toys from Low out. What do you mean franchise? Like let somebody open up a building and rent my name?
Yep.
Nah, never will happen in a million years. If I don't own it, it won't have toys from nothing on it.
That's much respect, dude. That's much respect, dude. I gotta say that overall, games, collecting, either be Jordans or all the amazing things that you have down with you and in your store. And remind you, anybody watching this, all you literally have to do is go to Facebook, put in Toys from Low, and Josh will hook you up like that. Like, I bought that Nintendo 64 and I bought it on Friday at 8 o'clock. I swear to God, I had it on Saturday at 7. I was beside myself. The customer service you provide, your expertise in all video games and a lot of the collectibles that you do, regardless of having to go to other places to look it up, you have firsthand knowledge of what you sell and what you have, not just because you know what you have, it's because you have a passion for it like nobody else. That's what gaming's about. That's what collection's about. That is why every single time someone goes, yo, I got this. Toys from Low, Joshua. Like, when that shit pops up, that's all it's about. It's about supporting the local guy, supporting people that actually have a similar story to you as well, because it makes you so much more relatable, and supporting just a genuinely good dude like yourself.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That's awesome, man. This was a great podcast. I'm so honored to actually have you on as well, because ever since J-Rock introduced me to you, and I know if I need anything old school, controllers, anything, I know where to go. It's Toys from Low. So right now I'm going to give you the floor. Tell everybody where they can find you. Cheers.
You can find me at 32 Main Street, Lockport, New York. I'm in the Papa Leo's Pizzeria Plaza on the parking lot side. Toys from Low, man. I am the #1 retro video game store in Western New York. I put my life on that.
That's right, because he always brings the pain because he's got the toys, and that's what Toys from Low is. If you smell the collection Joshua just showed you. Oh, yeah. That's how we break that shit down. Yeah. I'm going to kick this out, brother, man. We'll talk for a few seconds, but it was an honor to have you on, my brother.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.